Welcome back. We have less than 2 weeks to go until the November 8th election. So far, more than 1,076,000 Ohioans have voted early. And that's according to the Ohio Secretary of State's office.
The overall total of absentee ballot requests in Ohio has increased by almost 2% since this time in 2018. Early voting began October 12th and ends the Monday before Election Day. One issue up for decision by Ohio voters is Issue 1. And as our Lena Lai explains, the impact Issue 1 will have on everyone from the criminal justice system to the courts.
On the November ballot, Issue 1, an Ohio constitutional amendment that would require courts to consider public safety when setting bail. Sounds pretty simple.
Keep Ohio safe. Thank you.
After all, who could argue against public safety? But opponents like Summit Public Defender Andrea Whitaker say the issue is misleading.
The problem is that it's already a consideration. The problem is that it's a red herring.
Meaning designed to distract voters from the greater concern of bail reform, they say.
People with money will be able to get out. People without money will stay incarcerated. And it doesn't address really who is a risk to the public.
So what is bail, also called bond? It's an amount of money given to the court for the temporary release of a defendant to ensure that the defendant returns to court.
People that we consider to be a danger to the community, they shouldn't get bail. The courts have now an ability to keep them in custody based on that concern.
The campaign for Issue 1 began following a 4-3 Ohio Supreme Court ruling in January after a $1.5 million bond was set for a murder suspect. The court ruled the high bail was unconstitutional, saying a court may not impose excessive bail for the purpose of keeping an accused in jail.
It was not common sense.
The 3 dissenting Republican justices joined a statewide bus tour to campaign for Issue 1, making a stop at the Cleveland Police Union Hall last Friday.
For 200 years, judges could consider public safety when setting bond. And all of a sudden, 4 members of the court I'm on said no. Where'd that come from?
Justice Pat DeWine, son of Governor Mike DeWine, says it's not that easy for judges to revoke bail, even if they believe public safety is at risk.
Only for certain felonies with certain standards of proof can you hold someone without bail. And that's appropriate in some situations, but there's other situations where a judge may want to set a higher bail, and judges in Ohio ought to have that flexibility.
Issue 1, a constitutional amendment in the name of public safety, now bringing the intent and purpose of bail into focus.
We have a way to protect our community, and a monetary bond is not how we do it.
Tonight, polls show some 80% of voters say they will vote for Issue 1. Meanwhile, in the governor's race, Republican Governor Mike DeWine and Democratic challenger Nan Whaley don't necessarily agree with much, but interestingly, both support Issue 1. Russ?
Lena Lai on the political beat. Thank you so much.